Hey everybody, Corey here coming at you with another GAC. We are getting near the end of Kyber 3. There's a decent chance after this we end up in Kyber 2. Currently 8-0 right now. So this would be a really interesting win. I don't think I've ever gone 9-0 in my GAC career before, but I will admit I haven't had anybody not show up. But I would say, I mean, they could be better. I've been doing a lot of punching up, and I think my opponents could be better. My opponent today is kind of representative of that, but we'll talk about this is going to be an interesting one, and you get to see some drama right out of the gate. And we'll talk about why, but let's just jump in. So first, let's take a look at the opponent. Spirelight. What are we looking at here? So he's 8.2 to my, I think I'm at like 6.8 right now. He has 5 GLs and he has Executor. So 1 GL ship. There are a few things that are concerning in terms of me being able to punch up, and there are a few things that are not so concerning, and I'll tell you about what those are. I did scout him out in advance. Anytime I have an opponent that out rosters me, I do scout them out. I do want to see what they typically put on defense. I need to know that. If someone has 5 GLs to my 3 GLs, I am doing myself a disservice if I don't go look and see what they typically put on defense, because that's going to totally dictate what I do. I do not have a lot of options to handle GLs right now. So, my research showed that he typically puts Jabba and Rey on defense. That makes a whole lot of sense. I would have been horrified if he put Kenobi on defense, but he typically does not. He takes Kenobi, Slicker, and Luke on offense. I also know that his bottom back wall is pretty mediocre. There's nothing that would intimidate me. My win condition is absolutely going bottom with this opponent. And one of the reasons why, we've said it before, I'm not going to make a video about it right now. If I look at his Rey, if you don't see what's wrong with this immediately, you need to check yourself and you need to start doing some research. He does have 4 speed mods. I guess that's okay. But he has a crit damage mod and a crit chance mod. Now you might be thinking, oh, well, maybe he's just going all in on speed, right? Maybe he doesn't care that he doesn't have another set because he's just going all in on speed. Her health is 156,000. Not great for a Rey. Her speed is 546. That's really not that fast for a Rey with a speed set. And last but not least, the least intimidating thing, her damage is 8,100. It's astoundingly low. Let's talk about, I don't even need to look at his Jabba, because I know if I want to beat his Jabba, I have to use Slicker. Let's get into what he has on defense, and let's talk about my thought process here, and let's jump into the drama. And I'm calling it drama because you get to see live with me here a pivotal moment in terms of what I'm going to do in this GAC. So, he does have Rey on bottom. He does have Jabba on top. The reality is, I can only beat Rey or Jabba because he has the Holdocron. If he didn't have the Holdocron, I would just throw Starkiller at his bad Rey and I would call it a day. I'm not confident Starkiller can take Rey with Ben and with Holdo with a Holdocron. So, I need to either use Slicker on Rey or Jabba, which means I'm either only going to be going top or bottom. However, the curveball is Malgus. The reason for that is I also don't have a good answer for Malgus, except for Slicker. But I have to use Slicker on Rey. Now, when I look up Malgus counters on SWGOH, that's what I'm going to call it, Starkiller can do it. However, his Revan outspeeds my Starkiller. That's all there is to it. His Revan outspeeds everyone on my Starkiller team after you factor in the Malgus bonuses. I am really, really concerned about him just jumping in with fear before I can even get debuffs off, before I can start, getting that damage reduction going. And I have a really bad feeling this could totally be downhill right from the get-go. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to start with what we know, we got to get our 10 points for our first attack, so we don't want to retreat on our first attack. We don't want to do anything risky on our first attack. So we're going to start with what we know, and then that is going to dictate what happens next. I'm going to throw Starkiller at Malgus first. If my Starkiller beats Malgus, which I'm really not confident in, but it's the only way this is going to work. If my Starkiller beats Malgus, I'll take Slicker on Ray. I can clean up bot easily. It's done. I'm totally confident he can't take my ships. I'm totally confident he can't take my bottom. However, if my Starkiller fails on his Malgus, I need to go top, and I probably can't take his ships. And then this is going to turn into a shit show of I'll be able to take top, I'll be able to take every team except for Ray and Malgus down bottom, and I'll probably be able to take 2 of his fleets. And so I'm going to have to hope for this weird, not full clear kind of zone and 2 half zones kind of clearing, right? So I've talked for 6 minutes now. That's probably a little annoying, but this is the thought process. And so again, if we want to just look at his top, I don't see anything threatening here outside of Jabba. Grievous is asking for Wampa. Phoenix, there aren't even Zetas. I really don't need to think about it. Dash, not that hard. It's not the optimal Dash team. And then Krex with the 2, Cody and the no-name one. You know, it will be easy to go top, but I need to know what's happening first. And so I'm going to be optimistic. And I'm going to say the first thing I want to do... let me look at his Grievous. Let me just look at his Grievous. I might just throw Womp at this Grievous right now. Relatively low relics on the other 2. He has a speed arrow that's already bad. He has a crit chance triangle. Yeah, his Grievous is not great. So we're going to do what we know. We're going to take Grievous with Wampa. And then we'll get our first attack bonus, and then we're going to try and go bot. We'll see what happens with Malgus. I'm honestly just absolutely horrified. Where's the one with the resist debuffs? There we go. That one just begging for Wampa. All right, let's get this started. Also, we live in an era of GAC. You know, I don't know if I need to say it. I would probably just recommend not putting Grievous on defense unless you have stop. And I feel like that's self-explanatory. And yes, I'm not ramping here on purpose because I just don't want him... I do not want him to mark one of the ones that I'm not trying to kill, but he's about to mark someone right now. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. Great. So next up is B1, and then we'll be done with this in a second. I would not recommend putting Grievous on defense right now. It's the easiest place for Wampa, unless you're doing something shady and you're trying to pull out your opponent's Wampa. Grievous is just a free solo with Wampa at this point. So take that with a grain of salt. Do with that what you will, etc., etc. Might be able to do this with full banners. We'll see. I'm not getting a lot of counters. I'm not doing a ton of damage because I didn't spend a lot of time ramping. Mildly annoying, but I think we're going to still come out with full banners on the solo. Let's see. Still not getting the counters. Not really thrilled about that. You're making this awkward for me. Alright, I'm a counter away. Do we get it? Yep, full health, full protection, first attack. Alright, join me. Join me in the drama that is Starkiller versus Malgus. There's already only, allegedly, a 75% success rate with this. The only reason I'm hopeful is because, in general, his mods have been pretty bad. I mean, you can see, it's actually impressive that his Revan has 307 speed without a speed set. I mean, in a vacuum, he's got good mods. He just doesn't, I don't know, he doesn't know how mod sets work. So, yes, the usual success percent chance with this is 75%. And I'm worried that, you know, they're going to go first, and that's a problem. But, oh my god. Okay. Okay. I was worried about them going first and you know, feeling like that might be a problem, but because his mods are just generally so bad, I might not care. This is amazing. This is really wild, to be quite honest. I might not care that he goes first because I don't know. I don't think he has the firepower to make this work. So let's get going. Where's my guy? Also, if I keep doing this YouTube thing, I need to make presets because you probably don't want to watch me fish through my roster. Now, I typically use this one. It comes with a lot of armor penetration. And I am... The only reason I'm thinking of anything else is the crit avoidance, because I just need to live. If I can live, I can beat this team. Am I concerned about the damage? I'm sorry. You guys get to suffer through the thought process. Okay. Do I want 47% armor penetration? Or do I want 12% crit avoidance? I think the reality is I'm going to go with armor pen because he's not doing... His bad mods kind of make it so that he's not doing a boatload of damage anyways. And I don't know if the 12% crit avoidance is really worth it in this case. So cross your fingers. Join me on this journey. Let's see what happens. His Revan's going to go first. Everybody's going to get feared, and we just need to survive. Let's see how it goes. Well, Starkiller won't get feared because he can't. Everybody else is going to get feared. And then I need to get debuffs up immediately. I don't know why my Mara is going first. I promise you, I did the math on this, and my Mara should not be going first right now. So we're gonna keep going here. Really don't like the fear. All right, here we go. Here we go. They are debuffed. That's what I need desperately. We can't reduce their turn meter. We need to get rid of Darth Revan ASAP. Yep, there's the fear. I'm really hurting here. We can't reduce their turn meter. We can't assist against him. If we can become unleashed, that might actually be my downfall. Let's get the assist. We just need to become unleashed. We really just need to become unleashed. And I think we just became unleashed. There it is. Guys, I've said it before. I'm saying it right now. God damn it, work on your mods, people. You must work on your mods. You must. This is gonna heal him. I'm just trying to get things over to Palpatine. This should do it. Oh God, this is... Oh, that's really unfortunate for him. And now I guess I could be sweating a little bit here. I'm not sweating at all. I'm sorry. And maybe I'm about to eat my words. I've got the First Order TIE Pilot Kron. Yes, he has the Holdo Kron, but his Ray just doesn't do a lot. Even if she whirlwinds my Hux, I'm really not concerned if he just literally just dies right off the bat. Because I have a feeling her whirlwinds are going to be split 50-50 between Kylo and the pilot at that point, and she can't kill the pilot. So if the AI is stupid, which it almost always is, she might even try to whirlwind the pilot right off the bat, which would be really, really great. But let's just see what happens. We'll get started. I'm going to go first because she's very, very, very slow. Well, she's not very, very slow, but slow enough to where I don't care. All right, there's Ben. I don't want to do Holdo just yet, so let's get rid of that crit immunity. Of course. Why wouldn't you dodge? Let's double the siphon on Ben. Start getting some damage. We do... I I don't want to target Holdo yet. Let's just keep hitting Ray. Yes. Okay, that did a lot of damage. And just like I was hoping for, she... she targeted my pilot. Okay, so we've got buff immunity on Holdo. That's all fine and dandy. I do want to target Ben again. I do not want him to take a turn. I don't want him to put armor shred on anyone. Ben has now fallen below half. She once again is going for the pilot because she has a big brain. And we are going to start focusing on Amelin Holdo. Let's see. There it is. We're done. It's over. Ray's not gonna kill everybody, so... No, we can just be greedy. We'll just ult. I was thinking about stunning Holdo there. But we just don't need to. She doesn't even have inspiration. There's just nothing to do really at this point. Okay, fine. I'm going to swipe on Kylo for the quadruple siphon at this point. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass it to Kylo so he can siphon again. We'll do Holdo this time. Ray's going to ult. Nobody's going to die. And now my Slicker is so strong. Can she not be killed? This character can't be defeated. God damn it, Ben. Let's swipe it. I think they'll both die at the same time. No, they don't? Okay, that's fine. There you go. Clean. Thank the AI. That's why honestly, that's why the Slicker Cron is so strong. Because the AI is bad and they just keep trying to kill the pilot. Alright, and like I said, we know what we must do. We're going bot at this point. Dash on Chewie. Dash on Chewie. Dash on Chewie. I have to say it 500 times because you picked the wrong Chewie. It's a bad time. I do typically enjoy... I have a crit damage and a crit chance. Yeah. I'm going to use this one. I like crit damage for obvious reasons on this team. They crit out the rear. And they do lots of damage. We're going to start... Let's just... What is he? He's 5, he's 2. Let's just get rid of Echo. Yep. Let's reduce Wrecker's turn meter. Didn't work. Got the AoEs. Oh, what am I doing? He's just standing there waiting to die. I just assumed Wrecker was taunting, but he's not. Wrecker's gone. This bounty hunter team is odd in the sense that it's not good. It's just the kind of thing, it's like you almost have to think about it because you know 6 speed mods. You almost have to think about it because it's so odd. It's like you're wondering if you're missing something. You're wondering if there's something your opponent knows that you don't. I don't want to use like a good team. I guess I'll just use I don't even want to use my bounty hunters on this. Let's use our residual first order. Let's use our leftover first order. It's a completely crap team. My mods aren't even good, but I have this first order cron here. Yeah, Dengar doesn't have his Zeta. I mean, this might not be fast, but it's gonna be easy. I do not want to use a legitimate team to beat this. Let's see if we can't just get rid of Aura right off the bat. I don't have advantage. Let's just try to get buff immunity. We'll stun her so she can't do any funny business. Maybe a double tap. Yeah, it's a double tap. Now we'll go for IG. Or he can just dodge. That's fine. We used the stun. Does this reset cooldowns? I always forget with him and Hux. They gain offense, dispel all debuffs, grant them both. Let's just reduce cooldowns. The dodges are quite something. Hey, Dengar! That was quite the affair. I would appreciate it if you would not do damage. I knew it was going to be ugly. I didn't think it was going to be like... They actually got a kill. And now this is the point where he's just stun locked forever because we're gonna keep doing this. Reduce the cooldowns. Alright. I'm not proud of that, but it may be worth it if I saved a decent team and now I can just get to his back wall. This is begging for Vader. I just want to see... Zalbar is weird. Even at low gear, he's usually kind of thick. This one is not. So, alright, well, there's not a lot to worry about. I know you might be thinking, dude, what are you doing? Why are you even checking their mods? They're horrible. Yeah, kinda. You just never know. There's... Every now and then, trying to solo something bites ya. And you just want to... Let's make that a piece of advice. God, that armor pen. Do I want to use that armor pen? Yeah, this is the potency one. Fine. No shenanigans, but we'll solo this. Friendly reminder, this is Kyber 3, so if you're worried about matchmaking, don't. I don't know. Now, his Zalbar is actually so weak. Do I just want to hit him? I think I'm just going to hit him. Yeah. Oh, no. He sniped a banner. He took my full protection banner. Alright. Whatever. Now, let's see if he switched up his defense. Let's see if he's using some big brain business. See if he put a GL in the back. It's not looking like it. Okay. I can't say necessarily that I wish I saved Wampa. I hope I don't regret not saving Wampa. This is a very strange Zori team. I'm sorry. I'm looking at things. And this is like the bounty hunter team up front. I'm making sure my brain is processing what I'm seeing appropriately. Guys, you saw, this is live. This isn't photoshopped. I'm not pretending this is Kyber 3. Oh, my soul. Crit chance, crit avoidance, it doesn't really matter. I'm almost tempted not to use anything. It's just that Iden is the only one that poses any threat. It's almost weird that Radis counters Iden. I kind of want this one with the health. Let's just do this one with the health. It's almost weird that Radis counters Iden because they're rebels, and everything Iden and Death Trooper do is like anti-rebel. But it makes sense once things get going. And they're going straight for Jin. That's how the cookie crumbles. If you don't know, that's what I want them to do. Let's just start getting those AoEs down. Yeah. Debuffs. Just play the game. Turtle until you get hope. That's kind of annoying. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. Yeah. This doesn't cleanse, does it? I'm actually relatively new to this team. Nope. Let's just club him. Keep on moving. I don't think we're at risk right now of anything crazy happening, so I do want to use the AoE, give Radis his turn, and just keep this train going. We're at 65 stacks of whatever it is, Spark Hope thing. Gets us our pseudo ultimate. I don't want to kill this guy because he has buffs. Oh, but he's taunting. I guess that's life, huh? Now he... I thought he had the Iden buff. I thought he was going to come back to life. I guess he's not. Am I confused? I thought he had the Iden buff. Alright. There's that. Looks like they're going to steal a boatload of banners. I wonder if I could have been more intelligent about this. We may never know. Nope. This should actually do it. This should count as full protection, right? Oh, cash-in was a little low. Alright, whatever. What is most likely to throw me off? Let's play a game called... Did he forget to put mods on people again? Zori, full health. I mean, she's going to get killed by like an AoE or something. I'm not necessarily too concerned with this. Nobody here is particularly fast. 183. Jeez. Crawling on the floor. This is the only team that might cause any sort of issue, assuming that they have decent mods. You know what's really weird? It's like he knows he should put speed on every mod. Like, even his non-gold mods. Like, 267 is not dragging your feet across the floor slow. It's like sometimes he's smart enough to at least dump as much speed as possible on these. Oh god. Not the tank though. Alright, they're kind of fast, but they're not that fast. And so I'm just gonna have my Imperial Troopers run circles around it. Sorry, hiccup. Who's weak? It shouldn't be the tank. 80k and 70k, that's about 150k. Plus he's probably got armor. 70k and 40k, it's about 110. He's got less armor. And then Poe. I mean, Finn should be the target. Ooh, but Poe is squishy. Not squishy enough, though. I'm just going to go for Resistance Hero Finn. We are absolutely going to take the first turn. Failure on Dark Trooper. Dark Trooper says whack whack. This might be overkill, but I don't usually care. With Imperial Troopers, it's better to be safe than sorry. If you think you're going to overkill something, because if you end up not getting a kill, and then the enemy team takes a turn, things can go downhill pretty fast with Imperial Troopers if your enemy teams actually get a turn. So maybe don't do that. Drink of water real quick. This wasn't supposed to be 26 minutes long. It's going to be even longer. But hey, talking is what helps people understand. So that's what I'm going to do. What am I doing right now? So what's worth planning? I can't beat his Jabba. I shouldn't be able to beat his Jabba. Oh my god. God, I say I can't beat his Jabba. JML shouldn't beat Jabba, but my goodness. Okay, at least his Chrysanthemum is tanky. What am I doing right now? I'm actually legitimately wondering if I should save... Oh my god, he's so slow. If I should save JML to make a Jabba attempt. And I'm thinking about, okay, if I clear the back wall, am I going to have enough to potentially start taking chances on the front wall? That would mean I would need 4 teams left over. I don't think I have the roster for this, to be quite honest. Let's see. Let's think about what I need to use here. There's 3 teams left. I guarantee these Ewoks are just not... Yeah, 140 speed. On one hand, I don't want to underestimate them because, I don't know, Ewoks. But they are... Wow, they are about as slow as they could possibly be. So I don't think I need to think about Ewoks a whole lot. JTR always brings surprises. Tempted to use CLS on JTR. Let's check the BB-8. He's got the Zetas on BB-8. I feel like this is the team that I don't want to screw around with. Can we just go straight in on Resistance Trooper? I'm kind of thinking we can. Alright, we're going to CLS it. Let's use our other, what do you want? Crit avoidance? Yeah, sure. Crit damage. We're mostly doing damage with exposes. Let's do crit avoidance. And I think this is fine. We're going to go for the pilot first. Then maybe BB-8, depending on if we can get some assists going. He's already got translation. Let's double up on the translation. Yep, there he goes. That's all fine and dandy. Yeah, let's just get this going. I want that assist. I want to do that. Yep, that's good. Yep, that's scary. Get rid of their buffs. CLS is going to go next. Yeah, let's get rid of the buffs. Yep, she missed. That's great. Yep, that's great. He's gone. JTR, I don't know about you guys. JTR horrifies me. A JTR, I feel like she's always a sleeper. She always ends up like doing more damage than you expect her to do. It's just never a good time. And so I used to lowball JTR, and now I really just I don't mess with it. Tempted to use bounty hunters here, right? He's slow. He's outstandingly slow. She does have her Omicrons, though. What I'm afraid of is she's going to put herself under stealth, and she's the weakest, and then I just won't be able to get my payout. Scavenger Ray is pretty weak, too, though. Who else do I have that would, like, do enough AoE? Mon Mothma? No, I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll Mon Mothma the Ewoks. Let's just do that now. Is there anything I would use Mon Mothma for on the front? I don't think so. My Mon Mothma team isn't even that great. I mean, maybe Phoenix, but the Phoenix team is just not great. So I can just do whatever I want with the Phoenix team. So yeah, let's just Mon Mothma the Ewoks real quick. They're slow enough, we should be able to run circles around them. Where is she? I just saw her. Rebel Fighters. Rebel Fighters. We get Kyle, we get Kara. And let's not use like a luxury Kron. God, we don't even need it. We don't need a Kron. I don't know what I'm doing. Accuracy? Yeah, let's just throw this one away. Make sure we don't miss. I don't know. Alrighty. Elder goes first. They have no tank. They have no taunt. We don't want them doing some revive shenanigans. Yeah, they're going to do their thing. They're going to throw their temper tantrum. Yeah. Yep. No, my Mon Mothma does not have the Zeta. It's a team that I rarely use. It's a team let's just throw it. Be done with it. It's a team I rarely use. It's a team that I don't intend to necessarily use. We'll see what happens with Luthen. What is his name? The new guy who's coming out from Conquest. He's going to boost Mon Mothma. We'll see what he does. Maybe I'll invest in that team at that point. I'm still back and forth on bounty hunters here. I'm not entirely confident with bounty hunters, and what I think I might actually just do is my Qui-Gon Anakin, and I'm pretty sure that's just going to blow Zori up, and that'll be the end of it. And I don't necessarily think there's something on the front wall. Yeah, I don't care. Because either way, I need to take this zone. I don't think there's something on the front wall that I desperately need Qui-Gon and Anakin for. And I haven't really built this team up. My Anakin's not Relic 7. My Qui-Gon's not even Relic. So it's really not as good as a typical Qui-Gon nuke would be. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's already taunting. That's fine. Let's get rid of the buffs. Yeah. That's great. That's fine. Don't like that, actually. If you could stop, that would be fantastic. Although I am going to keep going for Poe. Hey, I know you guys are enjoying yourselves over here. Why didn't Anakin get a bonus turn? Did I miss that? Now, I don't want to use his AoE right now. There we go. And that's why you don't waste his AoE. That's exactly why you don't do it. Because as soon as you use his AoE, they will finally decide to kill Qui-Gon, and you will lose. Oh, that's hilarious. It happens every time. Every single time. Alright, there you go. Now, let's talk about, what I was thinking before I even joined here, right? So, his roster, he simply cannot beat my Leviathan, and this is the strategy that I've been using for a long time, right? I put my Leviathan on defense. I put my Executor on defense, right? So, you know what? That Home 1 fleet, it's garbage. I'm going to have Profundity next month. I'm going to take a bunch of ships. I'm going to cannibalize it. The Home 1 fleet is a gimme. They get to take it. Executor is next on the list. It's only 6 stars. Same thing. Next month it'll be 7. But it's not that great. The relics aren't that high. My Bando isn't even relicked. Not a gimme fleet, but if you know what you're doing, you can beat it. Leviathan is my ace in the hole. He has no fleets that can take my Leviathan. I know for a fact He will not beat my Leviathan. You say, well, what if he goes bottom? Well, given that I looked at his mods, and given that we could be dealing with a better player here. I don't think he's trying as hard as I am. He doesn't understand mods. He's gonna look at this bottom. All right, let me show you my walls. We got Darth Revan. We got Darth Malgus. We got a legitimate Krex team. We got Zori with the Fincron. We got Rey with the Raycron. Okay, it's not impossible. Not impossible. But if you had the choice between that and this, Geos, some bare bones Ewoks, a JTR team, a hodgepodge Sith First Order team, a bad Revan team. I do this on purpose. I want to lead people top. And then they go top, they waste resources on this front wall. They can't take my fleets. Now they have to go bottom. Except, oh wait, they just wasted a bunch of resources on my top wall. Even if they wanted to take bottom now, they can't. And it's done, right? They take one zone and maybe 2 ships. Whereas I've cleared 2 zones. Right now, if he cannot clear my bottom, if he doesn't go bottom and clear my bottom, he loses, right? So, and I think that's what's going to happen, but we'll see. And so now, you might get to witness a little bit of history here. I'm thinking of how I split this up, how I beat these remaining teams. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Jabba for last. And I'm going to try to save my JML for last. JML should not beat Jabba. But I'm going to save my JML for last. I'm going to try to beat the other teams with whatever I have lying around. Oh, let's think about this. Because if I was going to beat... This team has no taunt. This clone trooper team that I'm about to go up against, it has no taunt. Are they fast at all? 177. Cody's not fast. This guy. Oh my god, he's missing a mod. 134. He's dragging his balls across the floor. I'm sorry. Krex, 202, but he's weak and he's slow. Great. I'm not intimidated, and because of that, he gets... Yeah, we'll do... Do I want to use the good bounty hunters here? I do. It's fine. Because I don't think I would use them on Dash anyways. So let's do this. And again, we'll just use a crappy random Datacron. Do I want the health steal? I think I got more health steal somewhere else. Crit avoidance. Who cares? Who cares? Health steal. Let's just do this. We'll be able to lap them. I think Krex is the weakest. Right? That's interesting. Actually, I already regret this because I forgot that he dazes everybody. That's fine, though. Life goes on. We can still start working on this. We don't want to throw the net just yet. And this is not worth... Yeah, let's just double tap him. Okay. This is going more poorly than I expected, but we're done at this point. So we're about to get our payout. Done. Who's the higher relic? 5 and 5. Well, you're about to take a turn, so goodbye. We'll do the taunt. Heal up. Shoot the net. Now it looks like we're going to get full banners with this. Which is exactly what should have happened. Great. Okay. This. If a team was going to cause me any trouble, it would be this team. Not because it's a good team, but just because there's a lot of recovery. Dash does some annoying stuff. He's not slow. This Dash is not slow. And what I have left over... simply is not great, to be quite honest. I was not expecting to have this many options available to me and for going top to even be a thing. However, they don't attack out of turn. I'm looking at Iden. I'm looking at Iden and I'm thinking, could my Iden punch up here? But Dash isn't even a rebel. He's just his ship is a rebel, which is weird. But he's not a rebel. You know who are a bunch of rebels? I guess we're using Aiden. Yeah, we can use Aiden. It feels like overkill. I don't feel good about this. But I don't think she's going to serve a purpose. I don't have the firepower, and this isn't the team to beat Dash, so I guess I don't mind that much. Do I want Storm, Death, and Aiden? It probably doesn't really matter because I just have enough damage, so we'll just do this. Need to get my Aiden to relics. It's on the list of things to do. We are going to go first, and I think... Yeah, let's just go for her. I didn't even check their speed. I guess I could do that. That might be intelligent. Yeah, and let's get the buffs on everyone. I don't want Kanan to taunt. Of course he resists everything. Because why wouldn't he? Yeah, I really just don't want him to taunt, which is why I'm doing this. I want to kill Hera, but I don't want Kanan to taunt. Him taunting is annoying. Yep, we got her stunned. She's dead. It's over. Let's just death mark Kanan. There it is. Yep. Yep. I'm really excited to see what this team can do. Is he at full protection? Looks like he is. Let's just do this. I'm really excited to see what this team can do at relics. Aiden is really a beast. Okay, now, here's my brain. Here's what my brain is doing. If my JML was going to have a chance at beating this Jabba, I would need to use the legitimate JML team. I would need to use JML and Luke and Hoda. I think. And the problem with that is I don't think I have anything left over after that to beat the Dash team. I think what I'm looking at here is the only way I win is with a miracle with Jabba. But then I need something left over for Dash. And so what my brain is telling me right now is consider splitting my JML. Use JML with something other than Jedi Knight Luke, which is a very scary possible reality. And then go take Jedi Knight Luke with Hoda and someone else. And I think I'm going to do that first, right? Because Dash is a guarantee. If I can beat Dash, I don't want to risk not being able to beat Dash by failing on Jabba. So we'll start with Dash. And we're going to do a Jedi Knight Luke lead, even though he's kind of built for speed. He's not built for speed, but he's not built to be slow. I will save Shock T. For... I'm just thinking about, do I want Ezra? Or is Ezra just going to immediately die? That's my concern with Ezra. Because Ezra's not great. But Ezra can call Luke, and that is great. But... oh, he's so bad. He's so weak. He's so mediocre. Kanan is a tank, but Kanan basically doesn't do damage. Do I have 2 light side crowns left? I do. This might be what I need. Crit damage and offense and crit avoidance. Crit damage and offense and crit avoidance. This might be what I need. This Datacron might give Ezra the survivability he needs to not just like accidentally blow up against Dash. Let's see how this goes. If this doesn't go well, I'll just use JML on Dash and that'll be the end of it. If this does go well, you get to see an attempt of JML on Jabba. Let's give the big boy his big buff. Ouch. That's what we don't like to see. Doesn't this cleanse all buffs? No, it doesn't. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it does. Let's do that. Great. We now have access to Dash. Lights and scoundrels. Yeah. Let's start whacking him. Yep, there it is. We'll give the turn meter. Yeah. I know. Get rid of Quill. Call Luke. Get that double hit. Yep. I really need to get a Zeta on Hoda. The protection recovery Zeta. Yeah. Steal some banners. We know that's what you're here for. Ugh, don't kill him. Ooh. Is this perfect? Is this the recovery I need? Alright, we only lost one banner. Ezra didn't have full protection. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was not supposed to be here. This is not how this was supposed to happen. It's a good thing, but... Surprise. And who? Oh, Kanan. Because we need another tank. I mean, I guess as long as he lives. We just need him to live. This is clearly the cron that I need to use. I don't see this working, but... for science. And because there's nothing left to do. Take a sip of water for this. Let's start trying to ability block. Don't they start with like tenacity up? I literally don't even know Jabba mechanics. Oh god, we can't... You can't assist. That's why this doesn't work. Well, you learn something new every day. Oh my god, you can't do anything against this team. I am learning why this doesn't work in real time. Can I at least get debuffs off myself? Wow. And they can ignore taunt. Okay, yeah. I totally forgot that, I totally forgot that you can't assist here. And she's got buff immunity. Oh my god. We all get to learn together. And she's going to keep recovering protection. That is just amazing, quite honestly. Is it... Who's the one who says nobody can assist? Does that ever go away? We're legitimately learning in real time. Okay. Suddenly I can assist. Okay, but not Kanan. Luke can assist, but not Kanan. Okay. I get it. You're upset. Can Luke assist? I don't understand. What is it not? Does it not impact Galactic Legends? Is that... He's got locked buff immunity. You reduce cooldowns, I guess. Okay, but now he can assist. There's clearly just a mechanic that I'm unaware of, sadly. Is it Boosh? I think it's Boosh. I think he... Oh my god, he can assist on Kersantin. But does this even matter? Oh, he had damage immunity that whole time. This is embarrassing, to be quite honest. Yeah. Well, there's only one thing to do here. Does he just live in damage immunity? Seems like the answer is yeah. I'll be very interested to actually research the Jabba team one day. But not today. Yikes. Okay, well, now we know why this isn't a thing. Good learning experience. And instead of embarrassing ourselves further, we can just retreat. That's everything. I don't care just enough yet to actually edit the video, take 2 videos, and, you know, come back and put them together and show you the results. I will leave the results in a comment under this video. I'll let you know who won. But at this point, I mean, he would have to do what I did. And that's very possible. And I will leave you with this. I will leave you with a piece of strategy. And I'm seeing it now, and it's something to consider. In a situation like this, where you're not entirely sure who's going to be able to clear what, right? What I've actually done here by attacking first is exposed myself to a risk, right? What is that risk? So let's imagine a world where I hadn't attacked. He doesn't know what I'm going to do, and he's about to attack first. He has no clue what I'm thinking, what my plan is, and so he's most likely to do what most people do, which is take the easy road, go top, get stuck on my ships. It's over. It's done there, right? However, because I have attacked first, because he can see that I'm stuck on his Jabba, now he has a slight advantage that he wouldn't have had if he attacked first. What is that advantage? He knows that I'm done. He knows I'm stuck. He knows the only way he can beat me is if he goes bottom and then he takes my top as well, right? So now, even if he might not be able to take my bottom, he's going to use all of his best teams on my bottom because this is the riskiest play, right? I mean, this is clearly my hardest wall. If he knows he needs to take bottom, he's going to start by throwing his best resources at this wall. Whereas if he doesn't necessarily know what he might need to take in order to beat me, he might have used some of those better resources to go top. He wastes them top, he gets stuck bottom, he needed them bottom, now he's done, I win, right? Now that I've given him clarity in terms of where I'm stuck, he can look at this board and all he needs to do, he knows, if I can just take bottom and then clear these crappy teams up top, I win. And oh, by the way, I've got even crappier teams in the back. I do this on purpose. I'm at 6.9 million GP. I don't have the roster to, fill out a full battlefield and have enough left over for attack. So that's where we're at. That's something I'll leave you with, right? If you're not sure that you can beat your opponent and it's going to be this weird back and forth thing and you might give them an advantage like this by attacking first and revealing what your limits are, you're giving them information. That being said, not everybody can start attacking 10 minutes before GAC ends. So just putting out there, that's my last little nugget of wisdom here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I'll leave the final results down below. Cross your fingers with me. We'll see if we can't go 9-0. I'm not necessarily looking forward to Kyber 2 at 6.9 million GP, but we'll go as high as we can go, and that's it. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you all next time.